Before I start Season 6, I gotta do one more thing.
I'm only gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Well, that was a great crossover, Ted.
Gosh darn it, Ted. I'll leave you alone for one freaking second, and you go and do crossover with this creep?
Hey, listen guys, I gotta go. Oh, finally! I'm safe from the crossovers. Still better than a crossover. Okay, no one's gonna ask me for a crossover now.
Okay, time to get caught up on Skype and then back to filming. That's it. Only one more crossover. I can't do all of these. Alright, time to pick who it is. Oh, thank heavens.
Hello?
Oh, hey, person over 6. I decided to take you up on that crossover offer.
Sweet.
It's just one thing. To do a crossover truly properly, you're gonna have to show your face.
Okay, so here we go, the big face reveal.
What the heck is that?
A mask. You know, personal information, Jack.
That should work. Hey, say, what item do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking, I just got this new Oliver. Since you're Oliver Duck, how about Oliver?
Your old profile picture is Oliver. That seems fitting.
Oliver, in the TV series, was rescued by Douglas with Toad from the other railway. With Duck, they opened up the Little Western Branch Line.
Really?
What?
Oliver's a GWR Class XX042T built in August 1934 at Swindon Works. Oliver originally worked on a branch line on the Great Western Railway, later to become British Railways. This branch line was due to be abandoned because of the Beeching cuts, and Oliver was sent to be scrapped. His driver and fireman, however, not liking this decision, tried to sneak Oliver to Barrow and Furnace to get towards the island of Sodor, but unfortunately they ran out of coal. Also with Oliver at the time was an auto coach named Isabella and a brakeman named Toad. Douglas, however, was managed to find him and sneak him back to the island on a late night's goods train. Oliver's arrival just so happened to correlate with them reopening the Arlesburg branch line. So he was allocated to work there alongside other Great Western brother Duck. Toad was given to Douglas for his efforts in saving him, and, well, you know what happened to the last one. Isabel was given to Oliver as well as another auto coach named Dulcie to work on the branch line with him. Since this branch line was mostly filled with engines from the Great Western Railway, coaches from the Great Western Railway, and even a brake van from it, and stations designed to emulate the Great Western stations, they decided to rename it the Little Western Railway, only on strictly casual duties, however.
I liked mine better.
Oliver's prototype had Thomas's face, a round roof, round magnets, and a shorter tank.
When Oliver's model first came out, he had a much boxier shape, with the original roof being replaced with a flat one instead of an original round one as the prototype had. The water tanks were also extended to the smoke box.
Some earlier models had flat magnets, but these were all from early 1995 as the leftovers, and soon after there was no more made.
After the first one, the rest had the round magnets, and in 1999, the funnel changed to plastic. Other than that, the item stayed the same. It was discontinued in 2003, for the most part.
Oliver in this form lasted into 2007 in the smelting yards, and until 2010 for the 5-car value pack, and in the UK with a unique packaging.
Something interesting to note is that Oliver had several knockoffs, including one that looked like it had Mike's face.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna purge the memories. In 2006, the model was updated. Some changes in this new Oliver include the water tanks being shortened, the firebox being pronounced, and the number 11 moving right under the cap. Also, handrails were added to it. The face also had an overhaul. This made it look a lot more creepy, but it also made it a lot more accurate to the TV series, and removed any of the classic charm that this model had left.
A model that got the best of the charm and detailing was the prototype. Many of the improvements in the model in 2006 were done in the prototype.
And in 2014, Duck returned to the TV series in Ted.
Oh my god.
Ted.
I'm sorry, I was just accurately representing the reaction the fans had to this news.
In 2014, they brought back Oliver and sold him in the Fossil Freight 2-pack. This Oliver lost the raised firebox, had his handrails become smaller and more proportional, and it gained an extra dome near the funnel.
Oliver is a great character with a lot of story potential to spice up your series.
The Oliver item is not that expensive and can usually be picked up for a cheap price.
One interesting thing to know, one of his prototypes had a much darker green, much more accurate to the real world locomotive. However, it is understandable why they made it lighter to match the TV series model.
Oliver has always been my second favorite engine, after Percy of course. I mean, my original backup account, Oliver number 11, was named after him. And with him recently returning to the TV series, now's the perfect time to go out and buy your brand new Oliver.
This engine also has lots of great potential for remakes and other stories related to the TV series.
The nice thing about Oliver is he's an engine that won't appear for just one episode and leave. With Andrew Brenner in charge, we'll be seeing a lot more of Oliver. With that in mind, Oliver is an engine that everyone should have. I'll give the 2014 Oliver an 8 out of 10 as the model did a good job representing its new CGI version. The original Oliver I give a 10 out of 10. Rarely do I ever give a score this high, but this one deserves it. The original Oliver was one of my favorite models as a kid. I liked it more than the Percy model. To this day, it is one of my favorite Thomas Wooden Railway items I own.
Oliver is an essential part of my collection. If you don't have him currently, I strongly recommend you go out and finding him. I personally give his older model a 9 out of 10 because it did miss the mark when it came to the water tanks and firebox lines, but it did get most things right and it did convey the classic charm of the wooden railway. And then the newer model, for a newer model trying for detail, I got a lot of things right, but I feel there is some room for improvement. I give that one also a 9 out of 10. Thanks a bunch, Percy. Now, I better be off. I better not stick around too long.
But Ted, you just got here. Hey, how about...
Hey Ted, how's it going? Really? Percy number 6? Really? You know what, Ted? This is one crossover too far. This is just going too far, and you have to be punished for your crimes against me.
And be it.
Hopefully this will show you not to do any more crossovers about me.
Oh my word, Ted, are you okay?
I don't want it to go, but it will be back. Yes, it will be back. Don't cry. Percy number 6. This costume may be at the end, But oh my god. New clothes. That's weird. I got a new outfit. Well, Geronimo.
What just happened?